Good day. It's Good News Friday. It's going to be most of it about Sweden today. You know, I got some complaints. I hate when people complain, right? You know, I tell all these bad stuff about Sweden, things that happen here. And then I get upset when people call this country a shithole. Yeah. So, here's some more good news from Sweden. There's a lot of it. Okay. The first one is about public service news. You remember this story when this Norwegian woman and this Danish woman were raped and decapitated in Morocco. And Swedish Public Service News, they reported on this and they said these women had knife wounds in their necks. Yeah, it was really stupid. And they were so heavily criticized for this, thanks to alternative media. And now they actually reported the truth about this story. No, I think it was yesterday. And they said that they were indeed decapitated. This is good. You know, alternative media in Sweden is a force, it's a strong force. And it means that truth is actually coming out. And now, also in this example, it's forcing mainstream media to tell the truth about something. This is great, it's quite powerful. Yeah, and very needed, of course. All the Swedish citizens who don't listen to alternative media, they will now at least hear the truth about this awful story from Morocco. Yes, and you know, we will get a new PM. This is happening today. There is this deal. There are 4 parties, actually 5 parties, who made a deal to have the new PM, the old PM actually, the socialist leader as PM, and we will have a new government. And I was watching this speech by Jimmie Åkesson. Jimmie Åkesson is the chairman of the Nationalist Party here, the Sweden Democrats. And I have been complaining about the Sweden Democrats, you know, lately, because I thought they were too soft, you see. And yeah, I think so. They were very soft. But now there is a change. They are becoming tougher. Yeah. So he talked about the new government. And he made this very, very clear, that the 2 most extreme parties in Sweden are part of this deal. It's the Center Party and the Liberal Party. And he called them the 2 most extreme parties. Rightly so. You know, the Liberal Party, for instance, and that, he was talking about this. They want much, much more power to the EU. Yeah. And that is extreme, of course. And he made this very clear. And he made, you know, he did a good speech. It was very good. And then the Center Party, you know, they are extreme in this sense. You know, they basically want more migration. Yeah, that's what they want. Unlimited migration, more or less. And the Nationalist Party leader, Jimmie Åkesson, said this is very extreme. And of course he's right. I'm very happy about this change that I see with the Sweden Democrats. We certainly need them. And I think them becoming tougher now indicates that they are more confident. See, they understand the support for them is growing in Sweden quickly, which it is. So this is a very good sign. It's a positive change with the Sweden Democrats. Okay. And about this new government in Sweden, yeah, there are 5 parties basically who made this deal. Officially it's just 4 of them, but the communists are part of the deal. This deal, this new government, is already starting to fall. Yeah, it's lovely to see this. And there's one particular reason for this. It's the Centre Party and the Liberals. They are basically very anti-socialism. They are, at least officially. And their voters are, you see. And now they are supporting a socialist government. And this is a problem now. We see this, because now these parties are starting to look into the future. They were so very happy to see that the Nationalist Party were kept out of influence. Yeah, that was their main target. But now they are starting to look into the future. And what do they see? These two parties will fall. And we already see it. There was a poll a few days ago. The Liberal Party is now at such a low level that if this would be the result in an election, they would be kicked out of the parliament. See, I think they got 3%. And the Centre Party is crashing quickly. And when it comes to an election, just imagine, there will be no support for them. Not really. The lefties, they will not vote for them, of course. Even if they supported the socialist government, this will not help them. And the right wing, they are pissed off with them because they supported the socialist government. So there will be no support. You see what I mean? And I'm certain about this. These two parties are starting to realize this now. They have been sort of blind to this situation. They just wanted to keep the nationalists out of influence. And now they are starting to wake up. And they are starting to look into the future. And it's a disaster. Both these two parties are crashing. And then they will try to save themselves, of course. It's going to be fun this coming year here in Sweden. Right. And there's one more good news that I want to tell you. And this is not about Sweden. This is about the UK. I've been very concerned about what's going to happen in the UK and with Brexit. It's been very hard to find any good news. There was good news the other day when Theresa May's so-called deal was rejected in the UK Parliament. But here's another one. I like this one. Obviously there's been talk about delaying this article, extending this Article 50. Yeah? And there was somebody who was asked about this. A spokesperson for the PM, Theresa May. I don't have the name of this person. Anyway, this spokesperson was asked what would happen if the European Union offered to extend Article 50 and delaying Brexit. The spokesperson said that the government would reject such an idea. The UK would say a firm no to the offer. At least this is positive. I am desperately looking for some positive news from the UK. Because it's so important that you get your Brexit. It would be a fantastic win. And there's been doubts about this. And I have been hating this, of course. So, that's all. I wish you a great weekend. Bye.